Great news for fans of the show The Middle on ABC. The show is back, but on a new night, and the Heck family is as funny and as quirky as ever. Let's take a look.
Oh my gosh, Mike, he wants to introduce us to her. His idea. And you can thank me for that, because I played it cool all summer. I knew he was dating someone, but for the first time, I didn't get all up in his business. I didn't ask any questions.
Don't say business.
No, I totally stayed out of it. Partly because I was binge watching Outlander, but mostly because I was patient and it paid off. Ooh, yeah, playing it cool. Ooh.
Threw your back out, didn't you?
No, just bring the dance down a little bit.
Patricia Heaton stars as the mom Frankie on the show, and she joins us now to tell us more about the new season. Patricia, first of all, I'm a huge, huge fan. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So what can you tell us about the new season? It looks great.
It's wonderful. I have to say, sometimes when you get to 8 seasons of a show and the writers are kind of struggling to find storylines, that doesn't seem to be the case with our writers. They're just coming up with wonderful things that every week I look at the script and I'm so impressed, and I'm excited to find out what's happening to our characters. Brick is learning to drive. Sue's trying to figure out, what her major is going to be. Axel has a new girlfriend. I think the upcoming episode is where I have to teach Brick how to actually swallow a pill, because he's only taken liquid medication all this time, and now he's in high school and I can only get adult medication for him. So, and I remember going through that with my kids, and I thought, oh yeah, I remember this. So I think that's what America loves about the show, is that we just really reflect, the everyday American family life.
Oh, it's totally relatable. You and Neil Flynn, who plays your husband Mike, have incredible chemistry. Tell us about your relationship.
It's interesting because, Neil and I are around the same age. He's, Irish Catholic from Chicago. I'm sort of Irish Catholic from Cleveland. So we have a lot of similar cultural references. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. And he's a great improv guy, and he does improv in Hollywood on the weekends occasionally with people he's worked with for many years. If you ever come to LA, you should check out and see if Neil's doing it, because he's really funny. And so he's like that backstage. He's really keeps everybody totally entertained.
Yeah, not something I could see Mike doing, but definitely something I could see Neil doing. Now, let's talk about your character.
Right, well, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Frankie. Do you have anything in common with Frankie?
You wouldn't think so, but I am exactly Frankie. Kind of trying to juggle a million things, trying to be the best mom possible and constantly failing at it. I think every mom relates to that. The best laid plans of mice and men. Everything's always falling apart, not turning out the way she wants it to. But the beauty of the show is we find the humor in that, and we find the joy in the day-to-day family life.
Now, I'm curious about the actors who play your kids. They are all so good, and we have watched them grow up. How protective are you of them?
I feel very protective, but they're also, listen, they're totally grown-up, full-time, hard-working, young adults. And so, I would always defer to the fact that they live very adult, responsible lives, so they really don't need my advice. I usually only give it when asked. Sometimes I volunteer. But you know what? They're super great kids. They haven't fallen prey to some of the things that can happen to kids who grow up in show business in Hollywood. They don't seem at all affected by that. They're very wonderful people.
And of course, we know you're a great cook because of Patricia parties on the Food Network. What are you up for Thanksgiving? Any big ones coming up?
We're not sure yet what we're going to do. I always like to try to find somebody else's house to go to and just bring one dish, which is what I did last year. But I like to make that dish really well. So we'll see what's happening. I'm kind of where the Hecks are, and our family is in flux, and some kids are gone and some kids are at home. And so it's that weird time where it's a new family dynamic, so you have to kind of figure out all the holidays. So we don't know yet exactly what we're going to be doing.
Well, whatever you end up doing, enjoy it. Patricia Heaton, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Cyndi.
All right, The Middle now airs Tuesday nights on ABC. We'll be right back.